move towards a goal or dream and then just quit. Maybe you get overwhelmed or burned out, or it just seems too overwhelming and you quit. So here's the thing. The better strategy for many reasons is to just slow down. Take baby steps, but keep moving forward. So I was just listening. I caught a minute of, I think it was a podcast by Rachel Hollis, and she was talking about this topic. And I thought, that's a really important topic to discuss because I know how easy it is for myself and for my clients to be moving along towards a goal. And then just, life gets in the way, or they get overwhelmed, or they get scared, or whatever it is, and they just quit. And they may never start up again. May never decide to move towards that goal again, or they start from scratch, and they start over again, and that slows them down too. So I wanted to talk about this today, and I want to start with the negative results or impact of stopping moving towards your goal as opposed to slowing down. So, we live in a fast-paced world, and we're expected to keep moving forward really fast. And we need to, first of all, change our mindset about that, because it's better to just slow down than to quit. And so you're going to reach success a whole lot faster by going slowly than starting and stopping all the time. And so we want to stop doing that, because there's a personal impact of quitting on your dreams and goals, and that is that you lose confidence in yourself. You just aren't going to feel confident that you can follow through. You're not going to trust yourself to keep your promises to yourself, so you're not going to have any self-integrity because you're too busy, or not too busy, but because you've quit. And you said you're going to do something and then you quit, and so what you tell yourself is you can't be trusted, and you're not committed, and that you don't keep promises to yourself. So that is a downward spiral and is going to stop you from getting started again or completing. And you're just going to feel pretty shitty about yourself, excuse my language, because you quit, or you let life get in the way, or whatever it is, right? So that's number one, is there's a personal impact. And then, of course, when you stop, rather than slowing down, you lose momentum, right? And if you stop for long enough, then it's going to feel like having to start from scratch. I know as an author, when I stop working on a book project for long enough, I have to go back to the beginning and read everything I read or I wrote, to read everything I wrote, and then start from there. And that's a slow process. That's not the process you want to have. You want to just keep going, right? So I'm always telling writers, the same advice I give myself, is to spend even 15 minutes on your project every day so you remember what's going on with it. Second thing about stopping rather than slowing down as you're moving towards your goals is that if you stop, often what ends up happening is you abandon your vision and your dreams. So, you have these dreams and these goals and this vision for yourself and your career and your future or whatever, and then you stop, and that dream is still in your heart, right? It's still in your heart, and yet you've abandoned it. And that, again, is going to make you feel pretty shitty about yourself. And you're going to have a lot of disappointment. And at the end of your life, you're going to have regrets that you didn't actually pursue your goals, right? That you didn't continue on. Another thing is that you lose sight of your purpose, and you lose your sense of direction, because when you have a vision and you're moving towards it, that's your true north, right? And when you give up on that, when you quit, you don't have it anymore, and you might feel like you're drifting, or you have no direction or no purpose in life. The other thing is that when you quit on your goals and dreams, rather than just slowing down and keep moving forward, you might find that it has an impact on your relationships. and your professional endeavors. And so people aren't going to trust you either. They're going to see that you're not committed, that you don't have tenacity and follow through. And so that's going to make it harder for you to later on come back and try to, have professional relationships where people are supporting you in your dreams or helping you achieve your goals, right? And so that's not good. You lose trust and credibility with other people too. All right, so what are the positive results or the positive impact? What is the positive impact of slowing down rather than stopping as you move towards your goals? So there's actually a growing body of research and personal anecdotes that suggest slowing down can be more beneficial in the long run. So maybe it's better than rushing forward toward your goals to do it slowly. And definitely rather than coming to a complete stop, when there are any kind of obstacles, life gets in your way or whatever, that taking a slower approach, a more measured approach, can lead to positive results and ultimately move you closer to success. So, what are the key benefits of slowing down? The first is the ability to reassess and reevaluate your goals and strategies. So, if you suddenly get to a point where you're overwhelmed or burned out, or you're just finding that because of whatever's going on in your life or your circumstances, you can't keep moving forward as fast as you would like, when you go slower, you can stop and assess and say, well, okay, is this the goal I really want to get to? Or do I need a new strategy to reach my dream or create my dream? What is it I need to do to make sure I keep moving forward towards my goal? And so when you're going slower, you actually have more time to reassess and to find new strategies or try new strategies and to reevaluate how you're doing things. When you're going really fast, sometimes you don't stop long enough to think about that, or you're not going slowly enough to actually consider that maybe you need to do something differently or change the target you're aiming at. Also, when you go more slowly, you maintain a sense of balance, and that, of course, is better for your well-being overall, right? So you can have a balance between your personal life and your professional life if you're going for professional goals, or whatever goals are. Maybe your personal goals are, to be in shape enough to do one of these, weightlifting type competitions, or to run a marathon or something. But if you're so focused on that you lose sight of your relationships and your your commitments, then that's not good for you, right? That's not balance. And so when you go slower, you say you don't have to do as much every day towards your goal, right? You just have to take some baby steps. You have to just move consistently forward. And that gives you the opportunity to eat well, to sleep enough, to maintain your relationships, all those things. So going more slowly can have an impact on your life overall. And then going more slowly rather than quitting gives you a chance to savor the journey, to appreciate the process. It is a process, and sometimes we have to slow down more than we like, and sometimes we can speed up. But if we're going too fast, we're just going to be thinking about how to move forward faster, and we're going to feel pressured to do that. When you go slower, you can appreciate every success, every step you make forward. And so you're just going to enjoy the journey more. And don't we want to enjoy the journey to reaching our goals and achieving our dreams? Of course we do. All right, so how can you pace yourself? How can you pace yourself as you're moving towards your goals, right? So we've talked about you're not going to just stop, right? That's not a good thing. So we're not going to stop. We're going to just slow down rather than stopping on the path towards our goals. Okay, so how do you pace yourself? So the first thing is to take time to reconnect with yourself. When you slow down, you can reconnect with who you are and what you want and how you want to live and all of that. You can also evaluate your progress and make adjustments as you need to make, as I said before. And you can enjoy the journey. You can appreciate your small victories, and you're going to stay more motivated when you're connected with yourself and you're acknowledging your progress and celebrating that. You're going to enjoy what you're doing more, and you're going to be able to pace yourself, because when you are connected with yourself, you know when you're going too fast and you know when you're going too slow, right? And so you have to be in touch with yourself to know what pace to move at. right? So in terms of pacing yourself, you're going to pace yourself because you're connected with yourself, with how you feel, what you think, the progress you're making, all of that. If you're not in touch with yourself, how are you going to know if you're going too fast or too slow? You have to take the time to connect with yourself, with your thoughts, your feelings, your body, all of it. And that brings us to number 2 with pacing yourself, and that's to pay attention to your body, because your body lets you know when you need to slow down, right? And to recharge, and when you need some self-care. And self-care is going to help you, and recharging is going to help you to continue moving forward. If you don't do that, you are going to burn out or get sick or something and not be able to keep moving forward. So if you ignore the signals of your body that are saying slow down, you will, as I said, burn out, be less productive, potentially get sick, and feel dissatisfied with where you are, because and be dissatisfied with yourself that you're not moving forward at the pace you'd like. And when you pay attention to your body, you're not going to end up quitting because you're sick or because you're too tired or whatever it is, right? You're burned out. So the other way to pace yourself, the third tip I would give you, is to set realistic and achievable goals. So if you set a goal to write a book in a week, but it's a 50,000 word book, it's not going to happen. You can't be ready to run a marathon in a week either, right? And so you have to really be realistic about your goals and make them achievable. So you can break them down into smaller tasks, and you can give yourself enough time to complete them, right? That's the pacing part, the slowing down. Give yourself enough time, and that's going to reduce the pressure and allow you to move towards your goals at a sustainable pace, right? The problem with going so fast is it's not sustainable usually. Okay, the fourth tip is to embrace the process. Achieving goals isn't always a linear journey. It's kind of like my healing from my ankle with the groin injury and the ankle. And yesterday and the day before I was in pain and not moving well, and today I'm moving great. And so it's just, nothing is a linear process. It's a process is not linear, is how I would actually say it. There are ups and downs, and there are setbacks and detours. And when you embrace the process, you're going to not be so focused on the end result, and you'll be more focused on the journey and enjoying it, and that's going to make you more motivated and more resilient. And it's a process, so celebrate your progress towards your goal. Because you're going more slowly, you can learn from your mistakes, and you can kind of trim tab and change things, and you can learn to trust yourself. And no matter how small the steps are, you're going to see that you're moving forward, and that's the process. You're moving closer to your goals little by little. And the last tip I would give you, number 5, is to move forward no matter what. Move forward no matter what. Just take small steps. So it's like I said, if you can't sit down and write your book because you just don't have time today, take 15 minutes to reread what you wrote yesterday, or write for 15 minutes. Do something, touch your project, do something towards your goal, touch that aspiration in some way that's at least keeping you in touch with it, right? Take small steps. It doesn't matter how small they are, because they're still moving you forward. Small steps are way better than no steps. Slow steps are way better than fast steps that make you want to quit, right? Be consistent. It's like the turtle and the hare, right? The hare goes really fast, but gets distracted and whatever. The turtle just sees the goal and keeps going very slowly. So be the turtle and just pace yourself. Go at a pace that's sustainable for you, that you can be consistent with, and just keep moving towards your goals. Point is, don't quit. Quitting just slows you. It's either going to stop you totally, like you're going to quit forever, or is going to mean a longer time getting to your goal, achieving your goal, getting to your, creating your dream, because you've started and stopped, right? So let's just go at a pace that we can maintain consistently until we reach our goal or create our dream. Okay? So that is my message for you today. I would love to know whether you have started and stopped a lot, or stopped and never gone back to your goal or your dream. I'd love to know. And how do you feel about that now? Or how are you going to change that after watching this video? So leave me a comment down below. I would love that. And if you don't know who I am, if you're new to me, I'm Nina Amir. I'm the Inspiration to Creation Coach, or that's what I'm known as. And I am an author, and I'm a certified high performance coach and a transformational coach. And I love helping people step into being someone who can take the actions necessary to create whatever it is that matters to them. I love helping them combine their purpose and their passion so they get inspired, and then take inspired action and get inspired results, which are their creations. So if you feel like you are starting and stopping, or you're stopped and you're not creating what matters to you, reach out to me. There's a link up above for a free 15-minute strategy session with me. Let's just chat. And if you are wanting to work with me one-on-one, I'll put a link up above for the 3 ways you can work with me one-on-one. And yeah, and you can work with me one-on-one with transformational coaching, or with certified high performance coaching, or I have my Inspired Creator community. And if the doors are not open to that right now, then you can get on the waiting list. So that's it. I would be honored to support you in moving consistently towards your goals, towards your dreams, towards creating what really matters to you. Just like this path behind me. Just walking it consistently, one flagstone at a time. So if that's of interest, click on the link above, reach out to me one way or another. And until I talk to you next time, go out there and achieve more inspired results.